All right, guys, here it is. Are you excited? This could very well be Vans' biggest and best competition right now. It could even be, dare I say it, a Vans killer. In the tech world, there's a lot of talk about iPad and iPhone killers and Galaxy killers. But that's something I want to bring to the shoe world in this shoe right here. The Ride Concepts Vice Mid could very well be a Vans killer, because this thing is the real deal, and this is my first impressions of it. So here we go. I'm gonna open the box. Top down camera beware. Ooh, not sure what that is. Okay, we're just gonna set that aside, and here we go. The first look. Oh baby, oh baby, look at it. Oh, in all its glory. Here, we will set this aside. I am excited about this shoe. There's a lot of technology here. The inverse hexagon pattern with this. There's a lot of stuff, and I will show the animation that these guys did for promotion of this shoe. Coming off of that amazing animation that Ride Concepts had done to promote the Vice Mid at its launch, I wanted to read some information directly from their website here so you can get the specifics directly in their words. It says here, building upon Vice, our popular lifestyle-inspired dirt jump, slope style, and BMX kick, Vice Mid was developed with our athletes led by free ride legend Andrew Lacondaguy, who desired a mid-top upper for additional protection and support, as well as uncompromising pedal feel and a lifestyle aesthetic. So the weight on these are in a men's 10, which is this size right here. They weigh 479 grams for anyone who cares about that. The material on them is suede, canvas, synthetic, and rubber, and the cost on these is $120. So that's all of the information about these things, but let's take a little bit closer of, a feel and a tour around the outside of this shoe and just kind of get to know it, because this is the first impressions. My first impressions here, the toe, it feels like the toe cap goes further back in on the mid than it did on the low, and that feels good. It feels like it's gonna protect your toe for like foot jams a little bit more. We've also got, which I'm feeling here, there's some protection on the inside of the shoe. It goes up to the top of this seam, which you guys can see right here. The protection goes from down here all the way up to here, and that wraps all the way around and goes to here as well, so you can feel where it goes. This shoe looks good too. There's a lot of people, I'll grab a power line right here. There's a lot of people that laugh at me because this is a mountain bike shoe and I wear it riding BMX. And I just love this shoe, and I like the way it looks. I don't care what people think. But I do have a feeling that side by side with something like the power line, I feel like more BMX riders will gravitate to something like this because it has that BMX look to it. Right off the bat, they do feel comfy. We can sit back down now. I will talk to you while I do this. So, first impressions on size, at least. I'm normally a 10, 10 and a half. My toe, from what I can guess, because that protection in the toe, you can't really like feel exactly where you're at, but I would guess probably a ½ inch below the end of the shoe. So far though, they are definitely very comfortable. Compared to the Power Line, give me 1 second. Goodness. Oh, don't tell me I'm not dedicated. Power Line are more stiff. These kind of feel like a shoe that you've been wearing for a little while, and they're like broken in and they fit more like a glove to your foot. This feels like a leather glove that you gotta kind of break in, like the bottom doesn't really give too much flex. Whereas these are stiff for sure. They're not super skinny. You're not gonna fold the toe to the bottom without some force. But these are definitely like rock solid on the bottom, whereas these are, you can kind of get that impression of the pedal feel that they talk about there. So there went my light. So the Vice feel like they may have more support around the ankle, clearly because they have these extra laces higher up versus the Power Line, which the laces stop. You can see down here, we got them side by side. You can see where the laces stop. There's like an extra one on there versus Power Line. And it feels like the Vice will have a little bit more mid-ankle support, being tighter around the ankle right there, especially combined with ankle braces. For someone like me, I'm pretty excited to try these things out and ride in them. As far as everything else goes, I mean, the toe on the Power Line, if you've watched my reviews, you know this toe is like bomb-proof. It's pretty nuts. But it's also got this mesh up here for ventilation, which this has these holes in it. But ultimately, in comparison, I mean, the material itself on the Power Line feels like it feels like it could be a more durable material, but the Power Line is designed to be that like bomb-proof, super sturdy, rock solid shoe, whereas this, as we said, is designed to be a lifestyle aesthetic with great pedal feel. And I think that for the average BMX rider, this is my conclusion here on my first impressions. Let's be a little more serious about it. I personally feel like for the average BMX rider, they're going to like something like the Vice Mid a lot more than they're going to like something like the Power Line. This is more comparable to a Vans shoe or an Etnies shoe, but I feel like it's like made to be a more durable version of it. It's taking it to that next step, whereas the Power Line is just, it's meant to be bomb-proof protection for your foot with a rock solid bottom on it for mountain bike riding. This is designed with BMX in mind, and I feel that just about anybody who's tired of their shoes wearing out after a month or even weeks of riding and wants that ankle protection with grip that lasts could definitely find some use in these shoes. So that is my first impression. I will get back to you guys after riding these because I'm gonna ride these as long as I can. I love mid-top shoes. I only ride in mid-top shoes purely for the ankle protection of them. So a mid-top Vice definitely gets me stoked to get out there and try them out and ride in them. So I will report back to you guys. Hopefully you find this useful. Check Ride Concepts out. They are a rider-owned company who are doing really good things. They're doing great charity work. They're out there in the scene, in the communities, just doing community building things as well. So just tune in to what they've got going on. And if you feel like it, check out the Vice Mid, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to Ride Concepts for supporting me on this YouTube channel and keeping my feet safe with shoes like the Power Line and coming out with awesome shoes like the Vice Mid. Thank you to them. Thank you to you. And hopefully, if you're new here or you haven't yet, you'll hit the subscribe button while you're down below, letting me know what you think of these shoes in the comments. And we'll see you tomorrow for another one. Goodbye. You aren't human if you don't sniff brand new shoes. See ya.